The American Institute of Architects Billing Index plunged in June. That suggests commercial construction activity has taken a turn for the worse. Kermit Baker is chief economist at the American Institute of Architects. He joins us now from our bureau in Boston. Kermit, welcome to Bloomberg News.
Thanks, Mark.
Talk to us about these numbers. What are they telling us today?
Well, they are very disappointing. We had some very weak numbers earlier this year. It looked like we were heading back towards a recovery, and then we reversed direction again with the June numbers. So it's going to be a rocky recovery for commercial construction. I think we're going to see a few twists and turns along the way before that market really begins to turn up again in a more sustained way.
And specifically, the June ABI rating was 37.7. That was far lower than the previous months. That was 42.9.
Yeah, down 5 points, and not a good sign, and caught us a bit off guard in terms of the magnitude of the downturn. But like I say, I think it's going to bump around a little bit before we see that really point to a sustained recovery.
Okay, we should point out that the ABI does reflect the approximate 9 to 12 months. That's a lag time, correct?
That's a lag time. Billings have been down for a year and a half now. Construction activity, non-residential construction activity, has only been down about 9 months or so. So we're looking at where a non-residential construction is going to be headed, and with the billings index down, it means we've got another 9 to 12 months of rocky times for non-residential construction.
And Kermit, as you know, Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke's been on Capitol Hill testifying before the House and Senate the past couple of days, and one of the questions he was asked was about real estate and housing, and we have a soundbite of the chairman. Let's play that, and then I'd like to get your thoughts on that.
In the same way that banks should be encouraged to try to work out defaulting mortgages for residential borrowers, it's in their interest to try to make arrangements to work out problem loans in the CRE area as well. And many banks will be facing very extensive amounts of CRE challenges going forward.
Ed Kermit, what do you think about his stance that the CRE challenges could be many going forward?
Well, I think he's absolutely right. I don't think the commercial real estate market is ultimately going to see the magnitude of the downturn we saw on the residential side. But we're 3 years into a residential downturn and only 9 months into a commercial downturn. So we've still got some more work to do ahead of us. And I think the lesson learned from the residential side is that banks need to work with owners to work out those problems. And I think on the commercial side, banks need to work with property owners to see if they can come up with a sensible solution to this problem.
Has there been enough stimulus funding allocated toward design projects, in your opinion?
Well, I don't think it's hit yet. I mean, I think the stimulus funding is supposed to turn around the economy. Design really didn't benefit from that much. There was very much an emphasis on shovel-ready, and shovel-ready means that it doesn't really have to go through a design phase. These are projects that have already been designed. So we're not seeing, as architects, much of a positive impact from the stimulus program yet. We will see more moving forward, but I think ultimately the goal we'd like to see and the benefit we'd like to see is just a healthier economy.
Kermit Baker of the American Institute of Architects joining us from Boston. Kermit, thanks.